Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Welcome to What's on Tap podcast.
Ooh,
I'm your host, Stefan.
your sultry voice. I'm your host, Martin.
It's your ASMR weekly beer review podcast. Sit back, relax, open a beer, enjoy this time with us.
A few years ago, one of my colleagues was biking through Sweden, and he asked for, like, what should I listen to? I need to, like, download a lot of material so that I can listen to it. I won't have internet. And I gave him our show as, like, you should listen to my podcast.
Yeah.
Our podcast. And he downloaded a bunch of episodes. And then he started his biking, and he listened to like 4 or 5 episodes, and then he realized he got so thirsty for beer that he needed to stop because it was seriously messing with his will to continue the bike through Sweden.
What it means is he needs to appreciate that, hey, you know what? Maybe it's time to stop and have a beer.
Yeah,
I don't think he thought about that.
Exactly. Just abandon your quest.
I don't know if you heard about this guy. There's this guy, apparently he's going to complete his quest this year. So he made a bet like 10 years ago that he couldn't walk around the world.
Ugh.
So he's from the UK, and he started in Chile, I guess. He flew to Chile from the UK and then started walking through there and walked up all the way through North America, walked to Alaska, walked, I guess, there when the pass is frozen in between Russia and, or maybe he took a boat, I don't know. He got over to Russia, walked through Russia, had some problems when he hit Russia, and also the Middle East parts where he had to figure out how to get across from this lakes and things like that. And he had a lot of layovers and got arrested a couple of times for vagrancy and everything. But eventually made it back to Europe, and now he's going to complete his quest.
So he won't go to Chile.
No, I think he's going to end up in the UK. I think it's or Ireland or something like that. What's his?
That's fun. While you Google that, I will present the first beer. It's from a brewery that we have featured quite a lot the last year or half year. It's Smedsbo Slott, Smedsbo Castle. And the reason, I'll get back to the reason why
25 years.
25 years.
Walking the globe.
That is too crazy. So this beer is Smedsbo Slott Xocolatl Stout. It's a 14.5% Imperial Stout. They made 666 bottles, and that's all I know about it. The internet doesn't say anything else. And the reason why we bought it, even though we've reviewed a lot of Smedsbo Slott, is 1, we like them. They're a lot of fun. But 2, man, have there been slim pickings January, February. Systembolaget doesn't come out with much.
Not until like the last week of January. And then immediately the week following is the small and local release at the beginning of February.
Yeah.
So then you have like 200 beers all.
Yeah, but most of them aren't that fun. Even in these big releases, the number one tickets are few and far between. And Smedsbo Slott consistently rides up to the top of, you need to, out of these 200 beers, this is one of the ones.
This is one you could definitely, you're kind of like, yeah, I could get that. It's worth trying, you know. Whether you love them or hate them, you're always kind of like, yeah, my curiosity is piqued. Normally because they're releasing some sort of ridiculously high ABV. This one's 14.5%. So, of course, they're on the lower end of their ABV brackets in this particular case. And did you look up the flavor notes or anything?
Nope, there are none.
But then they have it on the...
Untapped doesn't say anything.
Yeah, so...
It looks great. It's pitch black.
I would have guessed this would be like a Mexican chocolate kind of thing going on here, but...
Xocolatl, probably chocolate, maybe chili in the aftertaste.
Yeah. Xocolatl. Huh? All right.
Let's try it.
The nose is really unremarkable. It's kind of sweet smelling, but I don't get a lot of other flavor profiles off of it. It's very sweet.
Yeah.
It's got that Smedsbo flavor profile.
Yes.
And I think I've had enough of them now that I can recognize what that is and don't think I like it.
You've come to that conclusion.
Come to that conclusion. After we had the XXXXL
during the Christmas
calendar, it really hit on that beer to where now every time I try one of the beers, it's like Smedsbo. I can definitely tell this is a Smedsbo beer.
I get a licorishly, slightly salty flavor from this, but I like licorice. I don't think there's licorice in this.
I don't think, it's sweet. It's sugary. I don't get the 14%, which of course, the one thing about Smedsbo's beers is they're not super, the alcohol doesn't really hit you very hard. I wish I had just some sort of notes on this thing because this just doesn't give me anything to go off of. Like it's sweet water at this point.
What's weird is that the mouthfeel is quite thin for 14.
That's kind of the Smedsbo brand, right? They don't put out really unctuous, like overly, like mouth, like rich kind of beers. They're usually pretty thin through the mouthfeel. Yeah, and this one is no different. I'm just looking at what some other people put. They put chocolate, malty, sweet, coffee-ish, roasty.
Yep.
I would be hard pressed to say it was coffee-ish or chocolate. Sweet, 100%. It just, for me, this is really sugary tasting.
If it's chocolate, then it's more like milk chocolate than dark.
It's not dark and roasty for that one that way. Yeah, I continue to not be impressed by the Smedsbo.
That is a shame. You used to like them.
I like the first couple of ones we had, but the last few we've had, I have not been the biggest fan of because there's just something about them that just doesn't give me anything. Like this beer's, it gets out of 83 check-ins and Untapped, it gets a 4.28. And I don't know why.
Because that's quite high.
Even with friends, it gets a 417. But I don't get why, because it doesn't give you like a strong flavor profile of any kind.
No.
Like you don't get marshmallow, you don't get coconut or cinnamon or chocolate or coffee or whatever. It's just sweet.
Yeah. I think on Untapped, I think they mislabeled it because it's marked as a pastry stout. But for me, it tastes like an old ale or a very strong barley wine. I mean, it's so sweet and not rich and no adjuncts. So what makes it pastry?
I have a hard time with the pastry stout as well. If you told me it was old ale, I would believe it. But this is not a pastry stout.
Or strong ale or
something like that. It's like their 15% mild ale that we tried.
Right.
That's what I think this beer is. I don't think it is a pastry stout.
A part where you and I differ is that I'm a sucker for sweeter beer. So I'm going to give this a 375, and I think you're going way lower.
I'm going to give it 2.5.
Yeah.
I just, give me something, man. I mean, you're going to put the time in, because these bottles are not cheap. They're pretty pricey. You're only getting, 375 on this thing?
Yeah.
It's super high ABV. Make it worth my while. This beer is not, for 14.5% ABV, the reward isn't there other than I'm just going to get really drunk drinking this beer. And it's not a reward anymore. I need more to a beer than that. And this beer is just not giving it to me.
I completely agree.
Okay.
So the next one is a collaboration between Benchwarmers out of Helsingborg, southern Sweden, and Amundsen, Norwegian celebrities, I almost said. Amundsen have been around for a while. They're always at Systembolaget. They're always in Swedish bars. And they usually make really good imperial stouts, acceptable IPAs, and then their sours are hit and miss.
So is this brewed by, I'm guessing this is brewed by Benchwarmers.
This, as far as I know, this would be brewed at Benchwarmer. Yes, it's brewed in Helsingborg. And it comes in at, it's, 8% alcohol by volume, but it also has 7%, it contains 7% coconut.
Oh, it smells very coconutty.
Let's try. Oh no! It smells like.
It smells like coconut and pineapple. little.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It has an acidic note to the aroma, but the coconut in this is what you would lather yourself in when you go sunbathing.
It is a bit of a Saint-Tropez tan kind of smell to it.
Yeah. Oh, based on the aroma, this is my least favorite kind of coconut.
Yeah, cocoa nibs, muscovado sugar, and lots of coconut. Enjoy your fjord.
I hope to be proven wrong when we try.
Well, I don't think you're going to be.
Cheers.
Cheers. You know, why couldn't the mouthfeel on this be the Smedsbo? Because at least there's a bit of a richness and a little something to cling on to. It doesn't just go down like straight water.
Was there nothing? There wasn't any pineapple or any acidic ingredients in this.
Nope.
This beer is it's offending me. What's wrong with it? I really don't get it. I really thought that Amundsen this misses for me.
I wonder, like, and this is where I don't quite get the way coconut is used or expressed in a beer. Like, what is the difference? Like, how is coconut used in a way that sometimes it tastes a little smoky because they use like the shells. Other times it tastes like just a Bounty Bar kind of coconut.
Yeah.
And then other times it tastes like this sunscreen kind of flavor. How are you able to use coconut in a beer to get those different types of flavors?
I don't know.
That's what I don't understand.
Treatment, when you bring in the coconut, how you do it, I don't know.
Maybe they use what's called masticated coconut, which is like the shaved coconut flakes.
Maybe.
Versus like whole pieces of coconut.
Yeah.
I don't know, but this is tough, man.
Well, the more I drink it, the worse it gets.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. Again, it's hard to describe because the coconut's there, but it's not very tasty.
Exactly.
The mouth feels pretty good on this one. I'm actually kind of impressed with that point.
Pretty good for an 8% beer. It's pretty good. If this was 12, I would be disappointed in the mouthfeel.
If you're telling me this was a milk stout, I'd be probably happier with it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
As it stands, I don't know. It's hard to put into words because it's not really, again, really anything.
Yeah.
But before we rate this, let's talk about Carl Bushby.
Huh?
Carl Bushby.
Oh, the guy walking around the earth?
Right. So he started in Chile in 1998. Is expected to end his trip in 2026. 56-year-old has been doing this trek, like I said, for 25 years. And he's going to be the first person to completely walk an unbroken path around the world.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did he go past Africa?
He does not go through Africa. He starts in Chile, went up through South America, went to North America, went across Asia, and now he is going into, so he goes, he went through Turkey.
But it can't, I always want to nitpick when there are these absolute statements. It walked in an unbroken path, because I know that in between North and South America, there is the Darien Gap. Between the Colombian and the Panama border, there is a completely inhospitable zone of death.
He walked through that.
There's just no one can ever walk through it. You have to have like boat passage. There are these guides who can take boats around this zone of death.
Apparently he walked through all that. So In March 2006, he crossed the Bering Strait on foot, having taken around about 14-day route across a frozen 150-mile section from Alaska to Siberia, where he was detained by Russian border troops, of course, for not entering Russia in the correct port of entry.
Of course. But I don't doubt him walking between Alaska and Russia. That's not the part I'm doubting. I'm doubting the part where he walks through hostile, deadly, swamp, tropic jungle.
I mean, this says he did it.
Yeah, sure. Then he did.
I mean, he doesn't get into the Darien Gap part, but
I've also walked across the earth, but I just didn't post about it.
he
Just kidding.
got the required permission from Russian authorities and began the second half of his Goliath expedition. Wow. He walked from some place to another place I've never heard of. That's like Bilibino?
Yeah.
No,
This is great podcast.
it is. Me just
Reading off a Wikipedia page. What do you give the Coconut Fjord?
275.
I'm lower than that. I'm like 2. This is the hard sell for me. The mouthfeel saves it a little bit, but the coconut flavor is all off for me.
Yeah, that's kind of my problem with it as well. The mouthfeel is really the only reason I'm giving it that high of a rating, because it's quite well made on that level. They really got their chemistry going on right there, but the beer itself is just a nightmare.
Yeah. Ugh. Oh, he's mixing them. No.
Oh, a Coconut Fjord Xocolatl.
A cuvée.
Mm-hmm.
Did it become better?
No.
He messed it.
It didn't get worse.
Damn you, you blew it up. Yeah, I guess let's call it there. This episode doesn't get better.
Yeah, it doesn't. Our enthusiasm for these beers were so low.
Oof.
And as we spend most of the time just talking about Wikipedia articles.
Yep.
So you can catch us online at whatsontap.podcast.com, Instagram, Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, and wherever you find podcasts, you can find us. So until next time,
Keep drinking, you dum-dums.